Good morning, children. So far we have learned addition, subtraction and multiplication of fractions. So the next part we are going to deal today. Okay. Now let us see. Already you learned multiplications. So can you find half into something that gives you 1? So here I have taken half. You tell me what has to be written here so that the product is 1. So if you observe carefully, if you have 2 here in the place of the box, that is half into 2 will give you 1. Similarly, here I have taken 3. 3 is a whole number. Here you have taken a fraction and here you are taking a whole number. This into something to give you 1. Now, let us write 3 as 3 by 1. And now what has to be written in the blank? You should write a number that is equal to 1 by 3. So if you take 3 and multiply it by 1 by 3, 3 ones are 3, again 1 3 is a 3. 3 by 3 is 1. Now suppose you have taken a fraction like 5 by 8. Then if you write what has to be written in the blank to get 1, you should write it as 8 by 5. Now what you have observed here, if you take a fraction and multiply by fraction 5 by 8 and multiply by 8 by 5, you get 1. Means here the first fraction you have taken is 5 by 8 and you have to multiply it by 8 by 5. So here what is this? How did you get this 8 by 5? It is nothing but the numerator is becoming the denominator of the second fraction and the denominator of the first fraction becomes the numerator of the second fraction. So the numbers, the fractions that we write so that we get the product of 1 is known as the reciprocal of a number. What is it called? Reciprocal of the fraction. Whole number also you can write as a fraction. We have already learnt 3 by 1. If you take 3, you can write it as 3 by 1. So for this, what is the reciprocal? 3 by 1. Here 1 has become the numerator and 3 has become the denominator. So for 3, you got a reciprocal 1 by 3. Similarly for half, you got 2 as the reciprocal. So now let us learn what is a reciprocal. Any two non-zero numbers whose product is 1 are called reciprocal to each other. So remember that whenever you are taking a fraction, you should not have 0 in the numerator or denominator. Numerator or denominator. Only for such fractions you have a reciprocal. Why? Because there is no division by 0. If you take 0 by 1, then what will be the reciprocal? 1 by 0. But 1 by 0 is not defined in maths. So you cannot write a reciprocal where 0 is one of the fractions. So omit 0 and the remaining numbers all have reciprocals. What is a reciprocal? How do you get it? If it is a whole number, write it as a fraction by putting 1 and then make the numerator of the first fraction as the denominator and the denominator as the numerator and find the product, you get 1. So now the definition of reciprocal is any two non-zero numbers whose product is 1. Product means multiplication. So we have taken two fractions, 3 by 1 and 1 by 3. And when you found the product, you got 1. So now 1 by 3 and 3 by 1 are reciprocal to each other. So that way we will define the reciprocal. Now, what is the use of learning the reciprocals? Here we are using this for the division of fractions. Now, let us see the first example. 1 by 3 divided by 3. 1 by 5, divided by 3. Here, reciprocal of 3 is 1 by 3. So, now what do? Write 1 by 5 as it is change the symbol of division, change the symbol of division to multiplication, and then multiply by the reciprocal of 3. What is the reciprocal of 3? 1 by 3. Now multiply it. 1 into 1 is 1, 5 3s are 15. So 1 into 1, 1, 5 3 is 15. So if you take 1 by 5 and divide it by 3, you get 1 by 15 as the answer. So to do the divisions of fractions, we need a reciprocal. How do you get a reciprocal? By a number. If it is a whole number, you write it as a 1 and make the numerator as the denominator and the denominator as the numerator of the other fraction, second fraction, multiply, you should get 1. So that is the definition of a reciprocal. Now we are using it to find the division. Now let us take 20. Here we have taken a fraction and divided by a whole number. Here we are taking a whole number and dividing it by a mixed fraction. Now first let us convert this mixed fraction into a improper fraction. See here example I have given 1 2 by 3. This is a mixed fraction. Convert it, you get 5 by 3. So reciprocal of 5 by 3 is 3 by 5. So for whole numbers, proper fractions, improper fractions and mixed fractions, we can write their reciprocals. Now let us see how we are using it here. So 1 by 3 can be written as 10 by 3. Now write 20 as 20 by 1 and multiply it by the change the sign, division sign to multiplication sign, and then multiply by the reciprocal of 10 by 3, 3 by 10. Now 10 is divisible by here 10 and 20. So it is a common factor. So now divide it. 10 goes one time, 10 goes two times. 2 into 3, 6. 1 into 1 is 1. So 20 divided by 3 and 3 1 by 3 is equal to 6. Now let us take two mixed fractions. 2 2 by 3 divided by 1 1 by 6. So now first convert 2 2 by 3 into the improper fractions. 2 3s are 6 plus 2. 6 plus 2, 8 by 3. So 2 2 by 3 is 8 by 3. And 1 1 by 6, 6 1s are 6 plus 1 7, 7 by 6. So here now first we have converted both the mixed fractions into improper fractions. So 2 2 by 3 is equal to 8 by 3 divided by 1 1 by 6 coming to 7 by 6. Now first change the symbol, division symbol to multiplication symbol and write this is a divisor, isn't it? Divisor is 1 1 by 6. Write the reciprocal of 7 by 6 as 6 by 7. Now here 3 is a common factor for 3 and 6. So divide it by 6. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. Now in numerator you are having 8 into 2, that is 16. And in denominator you have 1 into 7, that is 7. Now this is a improper fraction because 16 is greater than 7. Now convert it into mixed fraction. Divide it. 7 goes 2 times. Subtract, you get 2. So you write a mixed fraction as 2 2 by 7. So you have taken 2 2 by 3 and divided by 1 1 by 6 and you got the answer as 2 2 by 7. So this way we will do the division of fractions. So do all the sums that are given in the exercise. About 10 to 12 sums are there. Here I gave you example of 3 sums. These 3 also you should do. Total all the sums should be written neatly with margins on all the sides, and after every sum there should be a line mark with a pencil or pen or whatever it is, neatly done. Thank you.